Hey, what's up, RudeNation? This is Sherm.
This is Tom.
Welcome to the RudeBoyz Power Hour, your source for
all information.
Okay, yeah, sure. Welcome to the show, everybody. We're back. We're back from our Wrestle Special. Thank you again, everybody. This has been the most downloaded episode.
Awesome.
Yes. Which isn't saying much for the numbers, but still, for a fledgling little podcast that's been around a couple months, thank you so much. We will definitely do more Wrestle Specials in the future, and also more just special episodes.
Special specials.
Special specials. Yeah, just regular specials. Some special specials.
Well,
There'll be specials.
Every episode
Every episode is special because, yes, we do get to share it with you, the RudeNation. You beautiful, wonderful, downloadable people. Thank you for clicking the links. And if you could just throw a subscribe to our YouTube, please, that'd be great. bit.ly/RudeBoyzRudeTube. It doesn't take much. That's it. It don't take much.
I'll even subscribe.
Yeah, and he doesn't even listen to this fucking podcast.
Well, because I'm there.
Alright, I'm there too, but I edit it and I listen to it still, okay?
Well,
I'm dedicated to this crap. This is art we're making, okay? You need to start treating it like that, appreciating it like that.
I made some art before.
Who's in your mouth?
Our good friend, Miller High Life.
This is true. Yep, Miller High Life.
Miller High Life.
Same for me.
Yep.
Should we tell him what we invented the other day? Not really invented, but basically co-opted.
Yeah.
All right.
It is a co-op.
It is a co-op, absolutely. We have developed the first ever RudeBoyz beer cocktail, if you will. It's called the RudeBoyz Special. And so get a pen and paper right now, RudeNation, because you want to write this down. So maybe you want to take one next time you listen to the RudeBoyz Power Hour or any Wrestle Specials or Party Casts or anything like that, okay? Write this down, okay? You need one shot, number one, of Jameson, Irish whiskey. You need one, what is this? 16 ounce? 12 fluid ounce bottle of
Miller High Life.
Okay. Step one, Tommy. Oh, God. Take the fucking shot.
Take the shot.
Take the shot.
Well, no. Step one is actually clink it.
That is true. Yeah, because we're gentlemen. Yes,
Right.
I'm sorry.
You clink it.
You clink it.
Step two, you take the shot.
Okay.
Step three,
You clink.
You
put it down.
the glass down.
Yeah.
Step four is...
You consume the beer while you're doing this. This should not be a step, but just letting you know.
Well, no, you got to clink the beer first. And
no, but I'm saying they have to drink the things. They can't just have it in their mouths. You can't just tell them, this has been a fucking train wreck already off the fucking jump. Take the shot, drink the beer, but remember to clink. You got to remember to clink. And then that's it. And you salute to the RudeBoyz. You're masters of disasters. Clink it up, Tommy.
Clink it. Good
clink. Alright, so this train wreck of a podcast is off to a good run start.
Yeah, awesome. Great, wonderful, terrific.
So, Tommy, you want to do a little Blitzkrieg news?
Blitzkrieg.
Alright.
Blitzkrieg it up.
I'm queuing it up as we speak.
Awesome. Yep. Okay, RudeNation. Fuck you.
Nice new segue. I like
it. Games.
Game talk.
Oh, man.
What do we got?
Spider-Man game details.
Huge blowout thanks to Game Informer.
Oh, it looks so good.
Oh, man.
It really does. Like, have you actually watched any
the
videos
I
of the
watched
gameplay?
The videos, yes.
It really does look like it's going to be such
this
a
game was
smooth
game. This game was announced a couple years ago at either E3 or PSX or GDC or Paris Games Week or some nonsense like that. But it got a huge detail blowout, like I said, from Game Informer, coming out this year in September, early September, or September 7th, September 9th, one of those two. And it looks pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah.
There's no microtransactions, which Tommy's a big fan of. It's up for pre-order. You get pre-order bonus costumes. You get 3 costumes. One of them is going to be Spider-Punk.
Yes.
And they all have their different... It's not just all cosmetic. They do have some different attributes and shit like that. Like, Spider-Punk's got, like, this guitar riff that is, like, an area of effect thing. And, yeah, it's looking pretty dope.
Did you pre-order?
No, not yet. I want to wait to see what's going on with the special edition. Is still have, like, parts that is to be unveiled. Like, there's a statue that, like, part of it is unveiled and part of it's not. But to be honest, it comes with a steelbook, and I am not a big steelbook fan.
Yeah, I mean,
so.
I pre-ordered.
Yeah.
I know I bust your chops about pre-ordering.
No, yeah, but I mean, you rarely pre-order. So
this is Spider-Man.
This is Spider-Man, baby.
And I do, from where I pre-ordered, GameStop I pre-ordered it from.
Oh, name drop.
Yeah, why not?
Go ahead. Give them, they need some business.
Yeah. And they said that more than likely they're pretty sure that it's going to be Spider Noir.
Oh, yeah?
As, like, one of the additional costumes you get for...
Sure, okay.
I told the guy that if I get Spider-Ham, I'm coming back and punching him in the head.
Oh, Spider-Ham's fine.
No, it's not.
All right. What else we got?
We got Spyro remakes are a real thing. This has been in talks for, like... I know people have been clamoring for Spyro. Like,
yeah.
I played it, like, when it first came out on PS1.
Right.
It was cute. You know, cute little purple dragon flying around.
Yep.
Causing chaos.
Yep. Definitely chaos involved.
What are your feelings?
I'm neutral to it. I really wasn't a PS1 person growing up. I was just strictly Nintendo 64 and stuff. I didn't die, regardless of what people think. But my girlfriend was a huge Spyro fan, so she's super hyped for this. Even when there were rumors, like once the Crash remake trilogy came out, a lot of people were like, "Where's Spyro? When's Spyro? When's Spyro?" Right. And lo and behold, he's coming out actually later in September. So go figure. You have these two tentpole. Both Spider-Man and Spyro are Insomniac games. The Spyro remake is being handled by the company called Toys for Bob. Toys from Bob. Bob's Toys. Bob's.
I don't know.
Toys and
Bob's Burgers.
Toys. Sex toys. But it is definitely a tentpole and definitely in a chapter in the Insomniac book. So it's cool that you get both, like, you know, kind of like Insomniac's foundation and then Insomniac's new shit, both in September.
Okay.
I'll pick it up, definitely, and my girlfriend will play it. I have no love for Spyro.
Yeah.
The end.
I didn't really have any love either.
But it looks cool.
Mega Man X Collection's finally detailed.
Yes. So I think when Mega Man 11 was announced late last year, they were talking about putting out a Mega Man X Collection. It's actually going to be 2 collections, I think, released on the same day, probably simultaneously, but like 2 discs or 2 game cards, or a game card and a download code for you Switch lovers out there. Collection 1 is Mega Man X 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the Collection 2 is 5, 6, 7, and 8. 5, 6, 7, and 8, the later half of the X games are not as well loved as the first.
Okay.
So I'm curious to see what they would do to kind of try to get more people onto it, because the first Mega Man X is one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah,
Super Nintendo.
I'm actually playing through it right now.
I'm surprised they didn't add like Maverick Hunter for the PSP, because that's a really good remake, but whatever. It's a retro collection, so they got to keep it that way. Who knows? Maybe if they put that in X Collection 2, then more people will buy it. Just put the same game in there twice. Why not? But it looks cool. You know, they got their standard shit. Like, you got there's like some weird filter you put on like the sprite-based games, and it looks really weird, like almost hand-drawn. I don't know if I like it. But like all the PS2 games, because 7 and 8 are PS2 games.
Yep.
They're up-res, so they look nicer. I think all of them have like a nice spit shine on them. You got art galleries, music stuff. What is cool, though, is there's a thing called the X Challenge, which you can fight 2 Mavericks at the same time. So, like, they show it off at the trailer that's available online. You get Chill Penguin from Mega Man 1 and Frost Walrus from, I'm going to say, X4.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but that's cool.
I can barely beat 1 at a time.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'd imagine there's some sort of chaos or some sort of advantage you'd get, but, I mean, that's pretty cool.
7 and 8, that's where you could do the Hadouken, right?
No, you can do the Hadouken in 1.
Can you?
Yes.
Okay.
You don't believe me, do you?
No. I just think I haven't found. I just think I haven't found the.
It's a very tricky thing to do.
The Mega Bus, because you gotta find the Mega Buster.
You gotta find everything, dude. You gotta 100% that game.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else is next?
Working on it.
No, you don't know because you asked me. What else we got?
What the fuck is this?
You can't say that word, can you?
Nope. Ikaruga.
Hey, you
on
got
Switch.
it.
What the fuck is a Ikaruga?
Ikaruga is a shmup. A
schmuck?
Shmup. Shoot 'em up. Shmup.
Okay.
That's what that means. Shmup.
Schmuck.
No, shmup. You're saying it wrong. Shmup.
You're a schmuck.
Okay. It's a very highly regarded shmup from Treasure. Came out on the GameCube. I think it was also on the Dreamcast or in the arcades or something like that. I'm a little hazy on it. I loved it when it came out for the GameCube. The hook for that is that you can change your... It's called polarity. So basically... it's a bullet hell shooter, Tom. You're familiar with stuff like that? I'm not talking about like an R-Type. I'm talking more of like a Radiant Silvergun... Dodonpachi... No, okay. It's like a shmup, but there's so many bullets coming at you... You almost have to kind of find a pattern to get through. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Okay.
So it's like a maze.
I guess, yeah, bullet maze, I suppose.
Sure.
Okay.
That can kill you.
Yes, absolutely. The hook for this, though, is that so your ship can change polarities. So, like, there's multicolored bullets getting shot at you. Some of those bullets actually can charge you up, and you can shoot a big beam. Other ones will kill you one shot. So you can change your polarity to kind of try to absorb the good bullets and then avoid the bad bullets. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Oh, you're just guessing me to death.
No, it makes... Good bullets makes you shoot beam. Bad bullets kill you. It's not rocket science.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
I gotta go clean my schmop.
Okay. But Treasure's still looking to kind of get it on there because they're working on like the vertical orientation for the Switch screen. That's it, because that'd be a nice way to play a vertical game, you know? Nice, you got the nice rectangular screen.
No, makes sense.
Yeah. Next.
Xbox gets some new old games via backwards...
You got it. Slow. Say it nice and slow.
It's like speech class.
Compatibility. Yes, this was rumored about. They revealed it on an Inside Xbox earlier this week, as per recording. So it's going to be like 30 plus original Xbox games. Notable for me in particular, you have the only one I can remember right now actually is Star Wars Republic Commando. A game I mentioned when we were talking about Star Wars games last year, and I never had a chance to finish it because I got fucking dead-ended by lost ammo and shit like that. So I get to go back and play that.
Is Fable going to be involved?
I feel like Fable's up on there already, if not. But I mean, they also have the anniversary edition.
Yeah.
They've released that enough times for you to get.
Did you ever play it?
I played like the first quarter of Fable, and then it got a little crazy. But other games that are announced, because in addition to having original Xbox games available for backwards compatibility, they also have like Xbox 360 enhanced games that'll upscale stuff. Two notable ones for me, again, sorry to be selfish, but whatever, it's my show, our show, sorry. Me. That's what I sound like. You know, you're right. Portal 2, which I love. And Tommy played that co-op. That was one of the first ever prototype RudeBoyz game clubs.
Begrudgingly.
And Red Dead Redemption, just in time for Red Dead Redemption 2 earlier this...
October?
Yes, October, thank you.
You're
so
welcome.
there you go, just in time for you beautiful people in RudeNation to replay that game.
Cool.
Yes. I might play through Portal 2. It's been a little bit.
Have fun.
Thank you.
I won't be involved again.
No, that's fine. It's not for everybody.
Please don't make me be involved.
It's not for everybody.
So... this just came over, was,
Got two wires going on. Go ahead.
No PS5 until 2020. This, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, PS4 is still hot.
Yep.
I honestly, what more can they do? Like, what more? And unless they're going to just start, like, you know, injecting the system into our eyes, like, it's just...
Well, that seems invasive.
Well, you know, I mean, that's the next step in gaming.
I guess.
Is, hey, look, you like this game?
So they haven't really done the technology yet for that.
Right. 2020. Skynet will happen.
Exactly. If we're live.
Yeah.
All right.
Comics.
Comic books.
More Spider-Man news.
More Spider-Man, baby.
Spider-Man
We're
Dones.
Big fans.
The black costume
Dones?
again.
Dones.
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 Like, where's it?
Dons.
Dons.
Oh my god.
You're such a dick. A lot of people are a little concerned with this because the writer of the new Spider-Man series is the dude who made Captain America Cap Hydra. So
Cap Hydra? Is that what they call him?
Well,
that's okay.
Yeah, people are calling him that.
People.
Fuck
people.
Fuck people. Except for you people.
Except for the RudeNation. We love you.
Exactly.
Thank you for downloading our episodes.
So, I'll, check it out. I mean,
So this is part of that new...
I'm such a mark for the Black costume.
Sure, yeah. This is part of the new relaunches or whatever. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right.
They just put out today Exiles #1. Again, they're relaunching that series, which was actually a very good series. That was with Blink from Made Famous by Age of Apocalypse, where she leads reality hopping heroes trying to set realities right, and it's a whole new team. Haven't gotten a chance to check it out yet, but I definitely will, because Blink, definitely was probably one of my favorite characters that came from Age of Apocalypse.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Because she did have like the short live from in
Phalanx
X-Men.
Covenant. Yep.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Keep it Blitzkrieg.
And she died sadly.
Well, yeah, she was like a throwaway character.
Yeah,
They brought it back for Age of Apocalypse, and then she was made famous with that series, and now she has her own team.
That's what I just said.
Yep. And how fast did I just say it? Keep it Blitzkrieg.
Movies. Woody Harrison.
I think it's Harrelson.
Harrison.
Oh my god.
Woody
Literal Tom
Harrelson to play Carnage.
Carnage.
Yep. That's cool.
That's the rumor right now. That's not my first pick.
Anyone? They need someone strong that can make no voice Tom Hardy.
Yeah, Venom movie. I don't know. The verdict is still out right now. We'll be there. Don't you worry. But I don't know. Some people begrudgingly.
Yeah.
Someone's not going to be wearing their Venom hoodie to the premiere. I'll tell you that much.
It's a Spider-Man black hoodie.
No, okay. It's the symbiote costume.
There we go.
All right.
So we were both wrong.
Well, let's move on from that.
Keep it Blitzkrieg.
Keep it Blitzkrieg. Let's go.
All right. Toy Story 4 to release June 21st, 2019. Can't wait to cry. Thanks again, Pixar.
Yep. More
tears for toys.
Yep. Exactly. Get hype.
Nah, I mean, I like the Toy Story series.
Yeah, no, it's good. Absolutely. I'm with you.
3 was little tears.
Yeah.
Black Panther Blu-ray release May 15th of this year.
May 7th.
May 7th for digital.
Oh,
May 15th
man,
for
they're
physical.
tricksy. They're tricksy like that.
That's why you gotta read the whole article.
I don't read.
I know. How you doing on Ready Player One?
I haven't picked it up.
Praise the gods, Chris.
Yeah?
Jake Gyllenhaal won't be playing Batman. This makes me happy.
Wow, step in the right direction for the DCEU, huh?
It really is, because... okay...
Isn't he Academy Award winner?
Fuck him.
Okay.
They've already established now, Batman is a 20-year veteran.
Okay.
He's been doing this for a while.
Okay.
Jake Gyllenhaal's our age.
Okay.
So that would just be
They could age him up, right? They can make him look like he...
It would look... with DC Universe, it would just look bad, and... Look what they did with Steppenwolf. All right.
I didn't, actually.
Oh, you didn't see Justice League? Ooh, well, good.
Okay.
We'll change that soon.
Nah, it's a pass.
Nope.
Yep.
The Teen Titans set photos hit the internet, and boy, this is the one time I'm on board with the fanboys.
There's a magnet in here?
Because they look bad.
Yeah, Tommy, you showed me right before recording.
They look
they look goofy as shit.
Yeah, I mean, people...
Like, in a bad way.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing people are focusing... Like, Raven, who is, like, cute little gothic character. She looks...
15, take it easy.
She looks like a dude.
Okay.
Beast Boy looks horrible. He just looks like a punk kid with green hair.
Okay.
I think the only person that looks good... I saw a photo is Robin.
Right, okay.
So, who's going to be the main character.
Sure.
So,
all right.
it's just, it's going to be bad.
All right, so, lightning doesn't strike 3 times with the Teen Titans, I guess.
Twice.
3 times.
Twice.
3 times.
Twice.
3 times.
You talking about Young Justice then? Cool.
No, not Young Justice at all. Did I stutter? Did I not even stutter? Did I not say the right thing at all?
Teen Titans has only aired once. this would be
Right.
the second time.
Teen Titans Go also is a
Teen Titans has... All right, keep it blitzkrieg.
Keep it blitzkrieg, Tommy. I'm right. You're wrong.
Amazon will spend $500 million towards a 5-season Lord of the Ring TV show. Mr. Peter Jackson will be involved.
Might be involved.
I'm sure he will.
There's a question mark.
Money talks, bullshit walks. Yeah, and I'm ad-libbing.
You're completely changing the concept.
I am.
Context.
Context.
Same thing.
That's pretty cool. I mean,
Yeah.
look what they've done with, I mean, not Amazon, but like just in general. Like, I'll use Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones that must be a pretty expensive show to be doing.
Yeah.
So,
But I mean, as far as like the license too, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't know how much the license was for HBO before all this shit blew up.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
George R. Martin's such a whore that he's just like, pay me.
Right, yeah.
Pay me. And Tolkien's estate is a little more,
Sure.
no, we don't want, we don't want this content to be out there.
Right.
So,
All right, fair enough. Well, speaking of, actually, later this year, there's going to be a new Lord of the Rings book.
yeah, I think it
Coming
takes
out.
place in Middle Earth,
Really?
And-
Oh, that's a change of pace.
right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've read The Hobbit, and I have a really rough time making it through The Lord of the Rings.
Well, it's based off, I guess, the manuscripts that Tolkien put out and
Okay.
his son kind of slapped together using
Right.
notes or whatever. So it's pretty cool that there's like new content coming out for that universe that is
Sure.
as official as it can get without it being
that's pretty
like,
cool.
Some Star Wars fan fiction back in the day. Basically, just George Lucas was like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah, all right. You can have flying bugs come out and zombie stormtroopers. Yeah, fine, whatever. I don't care. Money, money, money.
You weren't a fan, I take it?
Oh no, I dug them, but it was
okay.
Okay, this is when you think about it, it's like this is really weird, but whatever. Star Wars, baby.
Star Wars.
I mean, Lord of the Rings, baby.
Star Wars makes money. Oh.
You were still
Lord
talking
of
about Lord of the Rings, but actually we're not. We're done.
You're messing me up. All right. WrestleMania weekend.
That was last weekend as per recording again.
What'd you think?
Well, let's talk about it real quick.
Okay.
Your boys killed it
On NXT.
on NXT Takeover Nolans.
Yeah.
And we got 100%.
Yep.
Called even that. God, spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Called that Roderick Strong turn.
Yep.
Yep. Tommy was big on that. Had a big old heart on for that.
Knew it was gonna happen. I knew it.
He knew it. So we crushed it with that. WrestleMania predictions, not so much. A little off the mark. I would say.
50-50.
You were 50-50.
I was 50. I believe out of the 12 matches, I had 6 right.
As far as what we talked about in recording, or
Oh.
yeah, I'm talking about what we're talking about recording, but
Yeah.
recording not so much.
Yeah. I gotta go back and listen.
Yeah. Oh, you mean listen for the first time?
No, go back and listen.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's
So
not funny anymore.
I mean, all right. So big takeaways from Mania. Super surprised with Ronda's debut.
Yeah,
That was well done. That match, I said it out on Twitter. That match had no right to be as entertaining as it ended up being.
Agreed.
Yep. Taker Cena happened for 3 minutes.
Yeah, and
So go figure.
Taker just destroyed him and
Right.
gave John Cena the most manly raging boner.
Yep, that's
on the
available
internet.
online
Yep.
too, by the way. So yeah, I got no problem with Taker doing shit like that
No.
from now on. Just come in, squash match, bada bing, bada boom, like what The Rock was doing a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Just showing up, having a match, and that's it. I'm cool with that.
Bray Wyatt joining up with Matt Hardy. That was pretty cool.
That was, you know what? Yeah, that was a weird turn of events. I mean, it was good. Best thing to happen for Bray.
Absolutely.
But,
I agree.
Didn't was so revamp his character maybe a little bit because he went to the Lake of Reincarnation. You're burying the Lake of Reincarnation.
Well, he's wearing the apron again.
That's his outfit sometimes.
Okay, well, something different than what he was wearing.
Fair. Brock retaining. Interesting.
Yeah, and
Interesting turn of events.
And I was reading reports that backstage him and Vince got into this huge altercation,
Sure.
verbal. No one's saying what it was about, but
Right.
I do know that Shane McMahon actually got in Brock Lesnar's face.
Gotcha.
And I'm like, good for you, Shane.
AJ
AJ Nakamura was really good. I kind of wish it was a little bit earlier in the night.
Yeah, agreed.
I'm gonna go back and watch that match.
Yeah.
That match was really good.
And it gave us heel Nakamura
It
that
did?
everybody is excited for.
Which did you see?
You're gonna talk about SmackDown?
Did you see it?
Well, I did. Hang
Okay.
on. Let's talk about this real fast.
All right.
So it gave us that. Asuka got her streak broken.
I was
Very surprised.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting that. I really thought they were going to
But it was a very good match.
It was.
From what I've seen. And yeah, a lot of these things kind of bled over into obviously it's going to bleed over into the next pay-per-view, the next official pay-per-view, which is Backlash, which is going to be a co-branded pay-per-view. And also
The Superstar Shake-Up.
the well, not that yet, the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Yes.
Which is happening later this month that, you know, your boys are going to talk about. And because that card's shaping up to be pretty good.
Yeah.
But okay, real quick, so because this episode is going to air post Superstar Shakeup, we can only really talk about the Raw and SmackDowns after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So you had some debuts.
Yeah,
Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley returned.
Bobby Lashley returned.
Authors of Pain
Authors of Pain coming up. No Way Jose coming up. Samoa Joe returns.
Samoa Joe, which that promo he cut was
Right.
real good. Ember Moon
has
debuted.
Came up.
Paige retired.
But
then she shows up on SmackDown Live
As the new GM.
As the new GM. And her first duty was making the main event for SmackDown last night, AJ versus Daniel Bryan, which
Correct. Time paradox.
was.
It was not last night when people listened to this. As per recording.
This was Tuesday night. After Mania. It was a real good match.
It was a good match, and then again Nakamura shows up and ruins it,
Right.
like a good heel.
So I mean, it's been past two Raws and SmackDown after Mania,
Pretty good.
pretty good so far.
Carmella cashed in,
Yes,
and the
she
Iconic
won.
Duo debuted, just known as the Iconics now. That's Peyton Royce, and
Yes.
Billy Kay,
Yep.
and
There
there
are
had to have
people-
been something else,
There are
right?
people who are not fans of them.
Okay, they're heels.
No,
There had to have been
just,
something else.
Just not fans of how they look or talk or whatnot.
Oh well, all right. People are wrong.
Yeah,
All right, Tom, what you been up to, buddy?
not that.
No.
I started playing, and I know I'm jumping the gun, and you're gonna yell at me. I started playing South Park Fractured Butthole.
What?
Look,
No, I knew you were playing it.
I needed something to play after.
So you want to talk about your Witcher experience? From what you can talk about?
The Bitcher experience? Sure.
The Bitcher,
Yeah.
nice.
The Bitcher 3, if you will.
Whoa.
The Wild Cunt.
Okay. Okay. Not terrible.
Yeah. Well,
Not terrible. Not your
Just-
best.
boring. Like,
Wow.
I did about 2 hours of it.
Okay.
And I hear from people, oh, well, you gotta put like 75 plus hours or 150 hours into this game. Yo, your boy don't got time for that shit.
All right.
You know what? Move the story along. Move it faster. I'm a very fast-paced person. I don't need to be sitting
You're not a
there.
fast person.
I don't need to be sitting there going through the woods looking for some witch bitch. I don't need it. I don't need
All
to
right,
do it.
no, you bring up a very good point, Tom. If a game's not worth your time and you're not enjoying it, then move on.
So
Absolutely.
Which I did with
Right,
South
yes.
Park Fractured Butthole.
Right, sure.
Which is
Much
Boom.
better use of your time.
jumps in
Nice.
and it moves. It's great. Soon, I mean, as of recording, I'll be playing. If anyone from the RudeNation plays DC Universe Online, hit me up. I'll give you my name once I have it all set up. It takes about. It's like the initial game is so huge. It takes about 12 hours to download
Jesus
and
Christ.
install. Yeah.
Slide into his
So-
DM, boys and girls, at Tommy_Cash. And that's Cash with a K. Oh, yeah.
Wow, we
Slide into them DMs.
we just got sexy
Get
up in
his dick
here.
wet.
What have you been up to?
That's it?
That's all I've really been
Yeah,
up
it's
to,
kind
man.
of been like a slow week
And-
for me, too.
You know what? I think WrestleMania just kicked our ass.
That's a good point. Yeah, it was a lot of days dedicated to recording and prep and shit like that. So that's fair.
For your entertainment.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. This is all for you, you beautiful RudeNation people. Download and
subscribe.
And yes, subscribe to our YouTube.
What?
bit.ly/RudeBoyz YouTube. I put a cap on Kirby Star Allies. I wanted to 100% it. And I played, so I mentioned last time in the post game, there is an arena mode. It's like a boss rush. Okay. I tackled it. I tackled it when drunk, and I died spectacularly. I died incredibly. Oh my god. I died a lot. And at that point, I was drunk. I was like, well, I'm done with this game.
Okay.
So I put it away off the Switch, and I pulled out a game I got last year out of the hundreds. Fire Emblem Warriors. Nice. So Fire Emblem Warriors is a Muso / Dynasty Warriors game, hack and slash action with Fire Emblem characters. I loved Hyrule Warriors when it came out for Wii U and 3DS, and I'm going to love it when it comes out for Switch. And I loved Dynasty Warriors Gundam when it was out on the Xbox 360. And I'm a sucker for a license. Dynasty Warriors games. Like I played a little bit of the Dragon Warrior one. That was cool.
Okay.
Like yeah, I'm down with that. I'm down with that shit. Okay. I subscribe to that. Cool. And so Fire Emblem Warriors, it's interesting because they really rely heavily on the characters that obviously are from other franchises, other games in the series. Okay. So you have your original characters like a prince and a princess. They're twins in a kingdom that is not really affiliated with any previous Fire Emblem game. Things happen, their kingdom is attacked, they are on the run, and then they run into the shepherds from Fire Emblem Awakening. Nice. So they run into Chrom, Lysa, Frederick, Robin, Cordelia, and Owain shows up in the mix. Owain is, I know you didn't really get too heavily into the
side stuff,
the children of the game, but that's Lysa's son.
Okay.
Yeah.
It sounded like a girl name.
Well, I mean, they're all kind of fictional names. Yeah. So it's 2018, buddy.
Starfire could look like a
exactly, yeah,
a ghetto hooker.
Right. Sure.
Cool.
And yeah, I'm having a good time. I love Muso games are great for just running around slashing 1,000 dudes and whatnot. This game definitely
love beating off 1,000 dudes, don't you?
You know what? The more dudes I could beat off, the better.
Good.
You could put that on a t-shirt.
And suck it.
And beat it off. The what I like about this formula is definitely refines a lot of the things that I could have liked better in like games like Hyrule Warriors.
Okay.
Is that if you have playable characters on the field, you can direct them. It's very similar to Fire Emblem. Okay. It really does take a lot of Fire Emblem and put it onto the Warriors thing. So like you can direct them, you can go to the map and you can be like, all right, I want this character to go here, I want this character to go there. And you could swap on the fly. So if it's like you're right in the middle of something, you're like, oh shit, how's Chrom doing over here? You can swap to him, take control. Because I'm pretty sure you as a player is going to be infinitely better than the computer. Like I don't expect the computer to beat up other bosses and shit like that. You know what I mean? They also have the weapon triangle. So like swords are better than Christ. I don't even know what it is. No, swords beat axes. Axes beat staffs beat swords, something like that. And then they also deal with weaknesses and shit like that, like arrows are strong against flyers, and magic users have higher magic resistance, so there's a lot involved with it.
Do they have like the dragon riders? Like
I'd imagine so. I haven't run into any. I'm still like chapter 3 and the only different characters. So you have like you got like you guys running around. Obviously, you got your axes, you got your healers too. You got your dudes with swords and staffs and shit like that. You also have like Frederick. He's on a horse the whole time, so he's just running around on a horse. Cordelia, I know, is in the game. Like I mentioned, she's a Pegasus Knight, so she can fly everywhere. So they do have characters. I know also from Fire Emblem Fates, they have characters like that are dragon riders, other horse riders, and shit like that.
How does it control with the horse?
The same.
Yeah?
Yeah, the only thing that was weird is that all the animation is like, okay, you're on a horse, you know what I mean? Like, you can never get knocked off of the horse because that's
I was going to ask, can you, like, jump off and then,
no, that would be way too complicated for such a I don't want to call it a basic game,
simple
but just
game.
the mechanics of it is very
Simple-minded
basic.
game.
You just run around small, weak attack, strong attack, weak attack,
Right.
weak attack, weak attack, strong attack.
Is this
That's your
something I
combos
would
right
like,
there.
do you think?
I think so.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It is co-op, so next time you're over or whatever, I can bring the Switch over, or the card over, really, and we
Cool.
could try it out. But I mean, you really didn't put too much time into Hyrule Warriors, right?
No, but you have it for 3DS?
No, I have what Fire Emblem Warriors?
No, Hyrule.
I have that for 3DS. Yes.
Okay. Maybe.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I gotta keep playing that. I'm still playing Last Guardian. I am.
You seem really,
That is just a slow. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
it's slow moving.
it is very slow moving, for two reasons. Actually, several reasons. Game is very archaic. Like the controls, the camera.
Right.
It's not as snappy as a game should be in. I think it came out 2016, 2017. It's not as snappy as like that, which is fine because that's kind of like the thing it's going for. You know what I mean? But it's weird. It's like if you were playing a Resident Evil game now with 10 controls, like that doesn't compute right now.
Right.
But whatever. You're dealing with the creature, Trico, whatever, the dog, cat, bird.
Man, they're
It
big.
treats it. It is an animal.
Yeah.
So you can't rely on it 100% to do what you want it to do. So if you're on top, if you're riding it and you're like, I need you to dive underwater, it's going to take you several tries for it to do what you want to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's kind of annoying. I'll give it this though, because I've been using an FAQ to get me through some of the tougher parts. The game is not unfair. Like, yeah, technically and mechanically, it's a little obtuse.
Okay.
But you come to a room, you can see how to get out of that room. You know what I mean? You can see how to get past this obstacle. It really does telegraph this to you.
Okay.
I'll tell you this part. There's this one spot you're supposed to jump across a very large span, okay? And there's this other creature that's chasing you, okay? When you try to make the first jump, the creature pops its head through the wall, okay? Knocks you off. What you're supposed to do is you're kind of supposed to fake it so that creature sticks its head in the wall so you can jump on the head of the creature to get across the gap.
Okay.
Like, that's something that, like, it trains you to do that. Like, it trains, oh, hey, this monster sticks its head through the gap, so you can use that as a platform. If you knew how to do that, but it's later in the game, so you should. Absolutely not unfair. Like, you come into a room, you take a look around, you're like, okay, that's a chain I can climb up. That's a ledge I can drop off on. You know what I mean? Right. There's mechanics about the game where it's like, all right, those soldiers will try to chase me, so I have to bring them over here, or I have to get them around. You know what I mean? It's absolutely not unfair. It's getting to that point where it's kind of a drag on my time. It's not a game I want to go back to. It's almost feeling like a chore. And with God of War coming right up, I think it's gonna get dropped.
It's, you know what? If a game is feeling like a chore,
Right.
which is what Witcher was feeling like to me,
Right.
you gotta drop it.
Yeah.
You gotta just be like, all right, I gotta walk away. Maybe I'll come back to you. Maybe I'll trade you in for $8.89.
Right. So there's that. So
Right.
you know, nice little what you've been up to, bookended by games. Not worth our time, but you know, it's not always about that, RudeNation, okay? Just, you know, you guys are beautiful. This is worth your time. Let me tell you that much. So speaking about worth your time, we got a little topic that we definitely, almost certainly did not announce at the top of the show, which is, you know, poor form for us, but we were very excited to get back into it, RudeNation.
Yes.
The Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Part 2.
It is going to reach not another conclusion, but a new chapter coming up on April 27th with Infinity War.
Yeah.
A couple episodes ago, we spoke about the first half of the movies released thus far. So, just to give us a quick recap off the top of our head, that was the 3 Iron Man movies, the first 2 Thors, the first 2 Captain Americas, Hulk,
Avengers.
the first Avengers.
That.
Might be it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean,
All right.
and then if you want to get crazy, you can add
3, 4, 5,
Agents
6,
of
7.
S.H.I.E.L.D. Like,
No, we weren't talking about that though.
well, no, I'm saying you could add bits of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Well, no, we brought that up a little bit.
I don't think we did. I think we just kept it with the movies. I don't know, RudeNation. Let us know. Hit us up.
I'm going to have to go back and listen.
You didn't listen in the first place.
I did.
That episode?
Yeah.
I don't think you did.
Yeah, okay.
I'll check the downloads.
I don't download, I just listen.
It's still there.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Listen away.
So, we're going to talk about the next set of movies. Starting with the journey
Guardian?
to outer space with.
Wow, you're mocking all my posts that I did, huh? You son of a bitch.
Oh yeah, you did do that.
you-
Yeah. Okay, so again, another recap. Tom rewatched all these movies.
Yes, I have.
So he's got all
So
that
they're
shit
ni-
fresh in his head.
Nice and fresh.
And this will be way better organized than last episode of MCU.
No promises.
Yep. All right. So
'Cause I'm in charge.
Journey into Space with
Guardians of the Galaxy.
boom.
Love this movie.
Okay. When did it come out, Tom?
Oh, sorry. Good start. Good start. Came out.
Just hyped.
Came out in 2014.
2014. Okay.
Love this one.
Little background. Let's say first off the bat.
Just I'm hitting
Well, no,
a
we
wall.
got to bring
I
the
know, I know,
RudeNation
I know.
back. We got to bring the RudeNation back.
Yes.
This was gonna be Marvel's first flop, right? Everyone said that. They're like,
Yep.
nobody knows these characters. Space, that's so
Fuck the
confusing.
Guardians of the
Fuck
Galaxy.
the Guardian of the Galaxy might have been something I've said in the past. I said, oh yeah, you said
I
it. Yeah,
said it because I have the figures upstairs that say "fuck the Guardians
Yep,
of the
yep,
Galaxy."
yep. That's right. We went to a Toys R Us or something, and we were like,
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy, fuck the Guardians of the
Yep,
Galaxy. But this
yep.
was like Drax and Moonstone and some shit. Like this was not obviously the current MCU looking incarnation
Right.
with the popularity because this movie knocked it out of the park.
Killed it.
Absolutely.
Killed it.
Super surprised. I think maybe the hype level was low. So
Yeah.
then when it was what it was,
Yeah.
people fucking loved it.
Just a little quick recap. It's
Yes.
about Peter Quill. He meets a bunch of other misfits, and they become the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yep, Thanos is in the mix.
Thanos, Ronan.
Right. Ronin's kind of a lame. Like he's got some strength behind him,
Right.
but it's never really explored because he gets wasted in basically a dance off.
Right.
Which don't get me wrong, that's probably the part I hate about that movie the most is that it takes the goofiness to a meta level.
Sure.
And it's like, hey, let's have a dance off. Like, but whatever. Dude, I love this movie. This was definitely like it was instantly one of my top fives. You, Tom?
Yeah.
Top five?
I could go with 5.
MCU?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it does have one of my favorite sayings, "Turd Blossom."
Oh gosh.
And the music in this.
The music
is
in the volume one
phenomenal.
is awesome. Worked perfectly.
Yep.
It yeah. I love this movie. The comedy worked very well.
Yep.
I thought Chris Pratt did an excellent job.
Absolutely.
Batista did an excellent job.
Zoe's
Saldana.
Yes.
Yep.
She did awesome.
Right. Everyone did an awesome
Yeah,
job.
absolutely. And then the after credits is we get a peek at Howard the Duck, which is pretty
Right,
cool.
which was the first. I think the first gag post credit scene. Right, it
Yeah.
had to have been because it was like every one bled into the next movie,
yes.
or the bigger picture.
Yep.
This one just introduced Howard the Duck. Not introduced, well, it had Howard the Duck in it. Yep. All right.
So
Next movie.
Next movie is one that gets a lot of hate. I
Sure.
feel Avengers: Age of Ultron came out in 2015.
Cool.
This gets better and better.
Yeah, you know,
Every time I see it.
I definitely didn't hate this movie. Coming from the first Avengers, though, like it was definitely, I thought, a hit, like a hit against it. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like I didn't like it as much as the first one, but it was still good. Like I mean, if we want to talk top 10, I mean, out of 18 films, yeah, it's in my top 10.
Sure.
But
Yeah,
definitely not top
I could,
5.
I could say top 10.
Right.
I mean, one of my favorite scenes is the party scene where they're all trying to lift Thor's hammer, which
Good scene.
and then like when Captain America slightly moves
Yep.
it. That's really cool.
That's a good nod to comic book fans.
Yes. Just James Spader as Ultron.
Good,
Awesome.
a good villain. Except Ultron definitely too big for one film.
Sure.
Especially how they portrayed him.
Yeah.
And we mentioned this in an earlier episode. Definitely a Doctor Doom plot with Sokovia trying to lift it off the Earth and then crush it down. Like, you know, that's a Doctor Doom plot if I ever did hear one. Ultron was really never about that per se. Ultron had other...
He just wanted to kill the
Exactly. Ultron had
fleshlings.
Ultron had other motives and, you know, modus operandi and all that shit.
I mean,
But he portrayed, I thought, super cool.
I did like how you got to see like the other side of Hawkeye.
Mm-hmm.
That was really cool.
You got Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver.
Yes, and the fact that they smoked Quicksilver.
Yep.
I was
Which
like,
probably
holy
was
shit.
probably with the agreement.
Spoiler
with,
alert.
Oh yeah, sorry guys. Was probably with the agreement of between he's just kind of a shared character between him and Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
That's why Scarlet Witch is barely seen in the X-Men movies, and now Quicksilver is now going to be barely seen in the MCU movies.
Exactly.
So.
So that means those talks were happening.
Had to have been, yeah, because they were joint characters. I mean, they're both Avengers and also mutants, so.
Vision.
Anything else you want to talk about? Vision? Oh,
Vision.
yeah, dude. Vision. I need to rewatch this movie.
Yeah.
Like, I know I said I was going to rewatch my top fives. I didn't. But, like, this is definitely needs to be.
Soldier.
And Winter Soldier, yeah. Like, this is definitely has to be in the rewatch category. 100%.
Absolutely. I agree.
Yeah, the introduction of Vision, having Ultron there. Yep, exactly. Like really cool stuff. Definitely a little weird at the end, which is what I don't want to say controversial, but like because I guess Joss Whedon was helming this one, and again, I guess Kevin Feige or whomever the powers that be wanted to push Age of Ultron in a different direction, hence why Thor disappears at the end, because they wanted to push the whole Ragnarok and the whole Infinity Gems, those visions and shit like that. So that's why he's not there, and like just some different things, difference of opinions that if you want to talk about like DCU fanboys getting up in arms because Zack Snyder is like, wow, his vision was compromised. Like this is probably like the first. Not the last time that this is going to happen with the MCU, but
no,
whatever. It's still produced an excellent movie.
Absolutely. I mean, you want to watch it? I'll watch it anytime.
Yeah,
like
I think it's still on. No, not on Netflix. Civil War is on Netflix, I think, as of now. But who knows? Okay.
Ant-Man next up.
Also going to be Marvel's first flop.
Yeah, 2015. Because especially since they started off right off the bat. Edgar Wright was supposed to be directing this.
Yep.
And
which would have, I'm sure, made for a very creative movie.
Absolutely.
Like he does.
But
it fell through.
I think creative differences is what really made this fall through.
Yep.
And the fact that they were using, and this is the nerdiness, the second Ant-Man as opposed to pretty much the primary Ant-Man, Hank Pym.
Sure.
They used Scott Lang.
Right. So played by
Paul Rudd.
Who I thought did a great job.
Absolutely. And they used a made-up character, Hope.
Who, his daughter?
Yeah. Hope Van Dyne does exist supposedly in a alternate universe, but she's the daughter of Alex Summers and the Wasp.
Okay.
So, I mean, that was kind of weird that they...
Alright, it doesn't matter.
It don't matter. None of
this matters. When did this come out again?
2015.
Alright, so was this technically Phase 3?
Yes.
Okay, so this was the start of Phase 3. And Marvel likes to phase their movies, so this was Phase 3 in a post Age of Ultron universe. I liked it. It was good.
It was fun.
It was actually one of the first ones we didn't see together. Because you were not there. I saw it with two other people. You were working or something like that. You couldn't have been bothered with because you didn't like Paul Rudd.
No, I did see it though in theaters.
You did see it in theaters, yeah, but we didn't see it. We didn't see it together.
Oh, odd.
Paul Rudd breaking up the RudeBoyz for at least a day.
Fuck you, Rudd.
You know what? I don't mind. I'm not a comic book purist. Obviously, that's not the background I have. I mean, one of us is wearing a Wolverine shirt. The other one is not. But
the other one's wearing a X-Men-esque shirt, though.
There you go. Okay, got me there. But I liked what they did.
So did I.
And especially right in the beginning, they had Agent Carter, Howard Stark, and Hank Pym.
Yep.
All in the same room. The eve of S.H.I.E.L.D. being formed. And
Hank
deals with their fallout.
Deuces.
Exactly. Deals with their fallout.
And he breaks that guy's nose.
I dug that stuff, man. You know that?
I liked it a lot.
What I didn't dig was the villain, Yellow Jacket. Yellow Jacket was just basically evil Ant-Man.
Yep.
And he was just doing this for Hydra or some shit. Like, it doesn't matter.
No, the guy who wanted to buy the Yellow Jacket formula was Hydra.
Oh, so he was doing it for Hydra, then. Not for Hydra, but for Hydra.
He was doing it for the money.
Right. For Hydra. Hydra's money. So for Hydra. Not for Hydra.
Right.
For Hydra.
Yes, you're correct.
Okay.
I dug it.
Yeah, I dug it too.
You know, definitely
Top
a lot.
10 again out of 18 movies. Yeah, top
Yeah,
10.
yeah.
Okay.
Civil War is
Captain America.
Captain America.
Civil War. Not Serpent Society, like
Yeah.
I think was the gag. And this was a big thing because this is like one of the, that was a hot comic arc.
Yeah.
Right, recent to that.
This really was Avengers 3.
Big time.
Let's
Yeah.
call let's call it
this
what
was
it
a
is.
Huge mashup of the MCU
Yeah.
as of now, plus a little bit of future MCU, which we'll talk about. So
Which actually, really quick, going back to Age of Ultron.
okay.
You watch it, you already see the sides of Civil War being taken.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Like I caught I didn't catch that until this watch through. I was just like, oh shit, you already see the seeds starting to be planted.
You catch that in Avengers because you already have those personalities. Like they're talking about when Stark hacked into Shield to find out what was going on. And they found they had their weapons. All this distrust going on like that. You add in the fact that you throw in Bucky in the mix, so then Cap's already kind of torn between his past and his present. Iron Man gets the PTSD and gets these visions that he's going to be, killing everybody or everyone's going to die under his watch. So these movies with those core members, definitely those seeds are sown right into Civil War.
Yep.
Boom. Civil War. The big return.
Civil War was
Thaddeus Ross, baby.
Yeah.
Boom. William motherfucking Hurt.
This motherfucker, man.
That was cool because, like we mentioned in the last time we talked about the MCU, nobody talks about Hulk.
No one brings up Harlem. Motherfucker is the reason Harlem almost got leveled by the Abomination. And it's just like, oh, yeah. Look what happened in Washington, D.C. Look what happened in New York. If I was Cap, I would be like, what about Harlem?
I don't think Cap was aware at that point.
I know what you mean. Someone, be like, what about Harlem? You.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Turn the other cheek.
Exactly.
Turn the other eye.
Civil War introduction of Black Panther.
Yes, that's right.
Introduction.
I was waiting on the other one, the big one.
Yeah. And then also the introduction to the MCU and back to Marvel.
And the RudeBoyz boy.
The RudeBoyz boy, Spider-Man.
Exactly. Another big, when you're on the news sites reading about this, your mind is racing a mile a minute. It was
hard, everything.
Dude, I'm not going to lie, the whole Fox purchase or whatever, the assets purchase from Fox that happened last year or been talked about last year, I don't even know. This might have been bigger only because at that point it was like, oh, what?
Is this real life?
Ever were we gonna think that this was gonna happen? And lo and behold, it did. Spider-Man is a shared character.
Yep.
Again, the details are still so murky, and sometimes you see Amy Pascal run her mouth and Kevin Feige kind of roll his eyes. So I don't really know what goes on, but all I know is that, and I'm gonna say it right now, this is a RudeBoyz hot take. This is the best theatrical portrayal of Spider-Man I have seen. Okay. This one in particular. Tom Holland killed it. Crushed it.
Okay. I'll agree with that. After rewatching, I'll agree. And
Chadwick Boseman crushed it.
Crushed it.
And when we get to talk about Black Panther in a little bit, definitely killed it, but they're excellent.
Very good.
Marvel's been killing it with their castings.
I mean, let's talk about the great casting of May Parker.
Yes, okay. I mean, I'm sure Sony had a bit of role in that too. But again, let's keep it with Civil War. Come on, take it easy. I know you're getting the hot on Marissa Tomei.
She's in it.
I know, but let's. Yes, okay, fine. You're right.
And actually, Sony had nothing to do with that. It was actually Robert Downey Jr. because her and him used to date, and they've been friends ever since.
Nepotism.
Hey, help out the friends, and maybe they'll help you out.
Tom just did a hand job motion.
Yeah.
A really poor one. So I don't know what sort of action he's been getting.
Yeah, well,
So Civil War.
Velociraptor hands.
What the fuck?
Civil War, fantastic. Pretty much puts the, division.
100%.
Within the Avengers.
Literally.
Yeah,
yes, exactly.
Absolutely. You have Rhodey who gets paralyzed.
Yep.
By Vision.
Yep.
And then you know,
Miscalculation, obviously.
obviously, but still.
Yep.
And then and then them getting imprisoned.
Sure.
You know, Hawkeye,
Ant-Man. Ant-Man, by the way, obviously Spider-Man was the big reveal.
Yes.
And even like in trailers, everyone was like, "Oh no, they're showing too much of this movie. They're showing too much of this movie." They hid the fact that he turns into Giant Man.
Yeah, they really
hid
did.
that. That was a fucking oh my god moment.
Yeah, that was
at the airport fight.
Yeah,
like,
when that
happened, was a fucking like,
yeah.
Holy shit! Like the action is going so fast, you don't even. It's not even telegraphed in time, and then you see it, and you're like, "What the fuck?" Like that was great.
Civil War's. It was really
Civil
good.
War is really good. If they should have just made it. I mean, I know they had plans for Avengers 3, obviously Infinity War, but like they could have just straight up called it Infinity War.
Absolutely.
But because I mean, but this is definitely a Captain America story because it does deal with him.
It does,
and
yes.
Bucky, and obviously what Bucky did in the past, which was kill Tony Stark's parents.
Yes.
So that also adds to the division between Tony and
Captain
Steve.
America. Yes.
And yeah, great movie. I can't even. Baron Zemo is such a fucking non-entity.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. He kind of shakes the. He
rattles the
basically
cages.
he rattles the cages. Thank you so much. He rattles the cages, but that's it. Like I know that's what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
That doesn't make him a big mastermind. He
No,
just kind of.
which I mean,
that's basically a beehive, and those bees are already pissed off, and you just like kind of threw a hacky sack at it.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I was like, cool. Like,
yeah, that actor's good,
like,
but
yeah,
I wasn't
like when I heard Baron Zemo was the main villain, I was like,
save it.
Is he?
Should have saved it.
Is he? Is he really the main villain? No, he's not.
You also have Crossbones in the beginning. I actually like Crossbones.
Yes,
I like his whole look. I like his whole deal. But he ate it, so that's it for Crossbones. But I mean, don't get me wrong. Crossbones was kind of to me just a bullshit villain, and he portrayed his part. He did his part.
Exactly.
He was in a rumble, and he died or he got beat.
Yeah.
Baron Zemo, not so much. I mean, he got arrested, right?
Yes.
So
yeah. He's in the
could still
cell
be in the
that
mix,
Bucky was
but-
in.
Right, but he ain't coming back.
No.
All right.
No.
So, post Civil War.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange,
came out in
another
2016.
Marvel flop, quote unquote.
Yeah, they are just they take risk.
Absolutely.
Like, Doctor Strange deals with whole different dimensions, with
Absolutely.
the multiverse and everything.
Guardians dealt with the fucking cosmic universe. Ant-Man was kind of a heisty comedy.
Yeah.
I would say. So yeah, you're dealing with all these. They want to branch out because you can only do so much. You can only do so many Thors because you have to go back to the whiteboard and be like, well, these aren't working, so we got to do something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that case in point, Doctor Strange.
Doctor
They're doing
Strange-
something different.
Doctor Strange was really good.
Another
I was
awesome
very-
casting. I feel like once people were like,
Cumberbatch,
"Oh my
yeah.
god, Doctor Strange!" Like you should get Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
And then years later, it was actually confirmed that that's who's going to play him. So
Yeah, I mean, it was
excellent casting.
It was a lot of back and forth on who was going to be playing him, but Cumberbatch definitely was the
He did a good
better
job.
choice
Yep.
of who.
And he seems like he's all in. Like between what we saw in Doctor Strange and what we're seeing in like the trailers for Infinity War.
Yep.
He seems like he's all in.
Absolutely.
So good. I dig that.
I really liked the whole the fighting in the in the Sanctum Sanctuary.
Sure.
Just,
Or even like on the buildings, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like so Inception-y.
oh, and in the mirror,
the mirror dimension.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's fucking.
that was it was such a trip.
Absolutely.
I mean, we got to see one of the biggest mystic bad guys, Dormammu.
Yep. No, exactly. Yeah, Dormammu. I wouldn't even consider. I mean, Dormammu definitely was a villain. He was definitely like the main bad guy, but
He was the manipulator.
sure, yeah.
The puppet
So
master,
hopefully
if you
there'll be
will.
more Dormammu in the future. Obviously, there has to be because that's one of the main mystical villains in
Sure.
the MCU. Caecilius could suck a dick. He was just there to be a fighter against Doctor Strange.
Yeah, Caecilius is going to be, on the arc with
Yeah,
Malekith. From,
exactly.
Dark World.
Yeah,
Dark
and that
World.
arc's getting fucking sunk.
Oh, easily.
I'd have to watch it again. It was very intrigued with Doctor Strange.
Yes.
But
I liked it a lot.
I liked it, but I don't know. Probably in the lower top 10.
Okay.
But yeah.
Next up, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 came out in 2017.
Yep. So the Guardians first sequel. Actually, I think it only happens a couple weeks after the first movie. So this is like the first time they're playing with the timeline.
Yeah.
The MCU. So because like obviously Groot is not a baby. Groot's a little kid. The Guardians are still kind of adapting to become heroes, and hijinks ensue. Coming from the first Guardians, I think Tommy had a little bit of agreement.
Still, definitely number 11 for me.
Really had some good parts, but I don't know. It was almost like, and I love it. Guardians Volume 1 just kind of put its head up its own butt.
Yeah,
and was just like, look at me, I'm Guardians, and no, I wasn't really. I liked it, but I wasn't
all in on it.
I didn't love it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Kurt Russell was good.
Yes,
as Ego.
As Ego.
I mean, Aisha was dumb.
The thing that I really liked was the whole, pretty much the backstory you got from Nebula and Gamora.
Yes.
I really dug that. I dug the whole Yondu redemption story.
All the B plots were great.
Yeah.
Like giving Yondu some characterization outside of just being a pirate almost. Giving Nebula some backstory with her and Gamora. Even like the little bit with Mantis, like your new going forward Guardians of the Galaxy members. But and Ego was fine, but like that whole thing was just like okay, like yeah. But again, like it really hit you in that emotional area at points. Yeah,
I'll agree with that. Like when spoiler
alert,
when Yondu bites it.
Yep.
And they have the funeral, and you have
that was a good moment.
And you have that Cat Stevens song playing. You're just like, son of a bitch, man.
Yep. No.
Like,
good. They definitely. I know James Gunn, the director, writer, producer, whatever the hell, not producer. He was talking about what's the dude who played Yondu?
Michael Rooker.
Michael Rooker would definitely. I mean, he wasn't. Spoiler alert. Would definitely be nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah.
For his portrayal of Yondu, and everyone's just like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Like that character was so not even 2-dimensional.
Yeah.
In the first one, he definitely killed it. Michael Rooker. Everyone, it was well thing. The music. I know Tom and Guy are also on the same page with this. Definitely not as natural as the first volume.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Baby Groot grinded on my nerves.
Sure.
There was really no need for 5 post-credit scenes.
Yep. No, it was definitely had its head up.
It dragged.
Yeah.
It dragged. There was really no...
Would you say it's disappointing? Especially coming from the first one?
Yes.
I would say so, yeah.
I will.
Hot take.
Yep. Come at us.
Come at us on Twitter.
On Twitter.
RudeBoyz469. What else? What's next?
Spider-Man Homecoming 2017.
Best cinematic portrayal of Peter Parker / Spider-Man.
Yeah, because...
Fight me.
The other two, Tobey Maguire...
Who?
Tobey Maguire.
Right.
He pulled off a good Peter Parker.
Yeah. Okay.
Andrew Garfield pulled off a good Spider-Man.
Okay. Yeah,
Tom Holland pulls both.
Did it both.
Which I really dig. I like the fact that they used the Vulture.
Yes.
Because every time the Vulture shows up in something, it's just like, oh, fuck,
exactly.
He exists.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah, this was an excellent villain.
Yes.
Because you showed him what his motivation was.
Trying to.
In context of the MCU. So he was there since the Battle of New York.
Yeah.
Trying to, scavenge. He was part of a
contract company.
A contract company to salvage all the fucking Chitauri technology or whatever.
Yes.
They get not bought out, but they get pushed out the box by Tony Stark's company, Damage Control, and then so he's just gonna go rogue. Perfect.
Yep.
There you go.
He starts selling the weapons.
Yep. Starts developing his own.
Yep.
The flight suit. Boom. Vulture.
Very cool.
Excellent. Excellent.
This movie does grow on me. The more and more that I watch it.
This was instantly one of my top 5s.
I know.
Instantly.
I really like the whole, him definitely trying to keep his identity secret and whatnot. That fight in the warehouse. where Vulture pretty much drops the warehouse on him.
Yes.
You get the classic Spider-Man like cover where he's just trying to lift up pretty much the whole building on his back.
All the wreckage off his shoulders. Yep.
And then he looks down in a puddle, and you see the classic like half Spider-Man mask, half Peter Parker face, and it's
yeah. This movie was incredible. Yeah, the only thing I would say would probably be just there's too much Iron Man, but you have to look at it in the context of kind of what's going on. Like, yeah, I'm apologizing for it right now, but you know, this was, from what we thought at the time, this was going to be the foundation of the next generation of MCU. This was going to be the new Iron Man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it would make sense for the torch to be passed from Robert Downey Jr. to Tom Holland.
Sure.
And that's what we expected. And don't get me wrong, but we're talking about that scene right there. Another good thing that they do is they don't replay Spider-Man's origin, because we've seen it 1,000 times. However, and they allude to it. They allude to it that, and they allude to it in Civil War.
Yes.
But the voiceover that inspires Peter Parker to lift all that shit off his back is Tony Stark. When, I mean, come on, it should have been Uncle Ben. But whatever. Hey, you know, moviegoers have a very short attention span, so we have to see something that happened, and nothing else will be like, well, I don't get it.
It's gonna be his new uncle soon.
Yeah, maybe. He's gonna pipe that ant.
Filla.
Oh boy. Definitely top 5, like I said. Vulture, excellent villain.
Yes. I did like the fact that, you know, one of the end credits was Aunt May walking in on him changing.
So Aunt May is now in the know. Unless they backpedal out of that, but probably not.
And then you sit through all the credits.
Yeah.
All the fucking credits for like what feels like an eternity.
Sure. Because you know there's another one coming up.
Yep. And then Captain America comes out and just trolls the fuck.
Talks about how
moviegoers.
patience is a virtue, and that, you know, you should wait around even if it's not worth it. Beautiful, man. I dug the hell out of this movie.
Yeah. It really was fantastic. Next up.
The next on the MCU
is Thor Ragnarok. Thank you. 2017.
2017. This is the first one that the RudeBoyz talked about.
Yes.
Actually. So, happy anniversary, everybody.
Woo!
What? Did you hear that? That's the anniversary buzzer.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Smells like tacos.
Gross.
Thor Ragnarok, I was super hyped for. I'm going to be completely honest, I don't think it hit that mark. Thinking about it afterwards, though, you know what I mean? Like, it kind of sat on me, and I'm like, all right. It did grow on me. I'd have to see it again. But I was kind of expecting something different. And again, we've talked about this actually on the last party cast, the Cash Bash 2017. Tom does not remember it.
Nope.
But we did.
Cool.
Rightfully, he shouldn't remember that. So if you want to listen to our our extensive coverage of that movie, check that episode out. It's a short one, but it's a good one.
I feel like it did hit the mark. I was hyped.
You were you
I was
it.
hyped, and I was not disappointed.
Right. No, you liked it. I remember that. Hello was an okay villain. Scourge was a joke.
Yeah. I mean, that was one of my biggest pet peeves about this movie is the Warriors 3 getting smoked.
Right. No, it definitely seemed like this was almost, I don't want to say a reboot, but just almost like, all right, the shit you liked about, not like, but the shit that was about Thor is not a thing anymore.
Where the fuck was Jamie Alexander?
Where was Jamie Alexander, man?
Filming Blind Spot on NBC. God damn it, Jamie.
I'm still not going to watch Blind Spot.
Neither am I. Even though she runs around naked a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
On the show? On NBC?
Yeah, because she's covered in tattoos.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, this isn't the Blind Spot cast.
I know.
So
I'm just trying to educate you because it's Jamie Alexander.
I would say Ragnarok is definitely top 10.
Okay.
I liked it. Thor and Hulk are fantastic together.
Oh my god.
Thor and Banner are fantastic together. Valkyrie was good.
Valkyrie was fantastic.
The fucking what was the Game Master, the Gamekeeper, the Gatekeeper,
the Grandmaster.
I was Jeff Goldblum out of his fucking mind.
To get there,
yeah, I got it.
You didn't.
Lost cause.
So, fantastic.
He was
movie.
good. I liked it.
Nothing
much to say. We already have our thoughts on that.
Yep.
Okay. And now the latest in the MCU,
Black Panther. released this year.
2018, baby.
We just covered this
Exactly.
in February. Chadwick Boseman, awesome.
Michael B. Jordan,
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Everyone,
the entire cast. I definitely dug this movie. This is
Yeah.
like a top 6 for me.
I'll agree.
Yeah, I'd have to see Winter Soldier again because that's the one that would probably edge it out. But Black Panther. We were just talking about how Spider-Man was going to be the new Iron Man. This we talked about this on that episode.
Yeah.
This was the new Iron Man.
Yes, I agree.
This definitely set up Black Panther to be, like, I would say, alpha in the MCU going forward.
I agree.
100%. Post Infinity War. If anything happens, I don't know, but I don't think so because this movie just fucking printed money on money on money.
It did.
It did an excellent job, and rightfully so. It was great.
And then
I said it last episode, the episode we talked about it. Definitely one of the best Marvel films they put out.
I agree.
In my personal top 5, it is not.
Okay.
But that's just me, my personal top 5. You know what I mean?
I
would definitely, if I had to tell someone to watch 3 MCU films, that would be one of them.
Yeah, I think this is like almost like my top 5, but it's not. I definitely want to see it again. And
Sure.
May 15th, you'll be able to.
Absolutely,
on
yes.
Blu-ray.
Blitzkrieg News callback.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's the MCU right now. All the players are ready to go for Infinity War.
Yeah.
And we're actually going to be talking about that in a couple episodes, probably. Let's think about this. The next full Power Hour.
Yeah.
I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we'd record right probably after watching that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, MCU, you're all recapped, boys and girls.
I'm really looking forward to seeing where it's going to go.
No, I agree, and we are gonna have an episode about that. So it's gonna be definitely, we're gonna have our thoughts and our reflections on Avengers: Infinity War, and then we're gonna have another episode based on where we see the future of the MCU.
Oh, we are?
We are, yeah. That was. I feel like we definitely talked about that, but I guess not. So stay tuned for that. And on that note, RudeNation, you beautiful people, you download machines, we love you so much. Thank you for listening. Thank you for giving us your ears for an hour and change every other week or what have you.
We love you.
We do love you. And thank you so much.
Chris.
Yeah.
How can they get in touch with us?
I was just about to get to that, Tom, but thank you so much for setting that volleyball up. And let me just spike it down in your face.
Don't
RudeBoyz.
Don't whiff it.
6. I did just whiff it. Oh, my God. Twitter.com/RudeBoyz469. Follow us. Slide into those DMs, baby. They're open and ready for you. You can hit us up on our personal Twitter accounts. I am at Tesherms, TEH_SHERMS.
Tommy_Cash, and that's Cash with a K.
We got a Facebook page, facebook.com/RudeBoyz469. We have a YouTube. Hey, did you know we have a YouTube page?
I heard.
We do,
I heard.
actually. You can reach it at bit.ly/RudeBoyz, RudeTube, one word. You can watch or listen to, because it's technically audio, all our episodes. That's already up there. And hey, our episodes are going to be hosted by the lovely Podbean network, rudeboyz.podbean.com.
Flick it.
Flick that bean.
I said flick it.
You said flick it. It was up to interpretation on what should or should not be flicked.
Everyone who listens to this knows to flick the bean. All right? So you want to flick it? Flick the bean. Sign the DMs. Flick them.
And that'll do it. We may have some special stuff lined up. We got a birthday coming up. My birthday.
Who?
My birthday.
Yours?
Mine, yeah.
Yeah,
So
some jerk was born.
exactly. So we're gonna have another special party cast. Is that what you call it? RudeBoyz Party Cast? RudeBoyz Party Cast, yes. It's been a little bit. Since it's been a while. Which is a running trend on that. That is an excellent, that's my favorite hands down episode right now. Party Cast, Cash Bash, 2017. Excellent episode.
It's not one of my finest moments.
No, but it's fucking hilarious. So we got that coming up, and then we got Infinity War right around the corner after that. So, RudeNation, you guys are in for a treat. And I think that's it. All right?
That's it.
All right. We're going to bid you adieu. on this wonderful night.
We'll talk to you on the Twitter machine.
RudeNation, stay safe. We love you. Click, keep and download. What? Keep clicking download.
Clicking download?
Ugh. And subscribe to YouTube. bit.ly/RudeBoyz YouTube.
This has been a Wall Street Bangers production.